Good morning, good afternoon, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I just popped in to say happy Valentine's Day. I hope everybody is doing their thing, whether it's a Galentine's Day, it's a Valentine's Day, or just the love of God. Just happy Valentine's Day, y'all. But I also want to talk about something that happened years ago to me on Valentine's Day. I'm not smiling. I'm smiling. It's funny, but it's not funny. Okay, now, I was with my so-called fiance years ago. It had to be more than 10 years ago now, I think, something like that. And now, mind you, we lived together at that time. So he wanted to take me, just for a little treat or whatever. He wanted to take me to a hotel. So we didn't go to a 5-star hotel or nothing like that downtown Chicago. It was out in the suburbs. It was a decent hotel and everything. I would say it's more like a motel, but it was a decent hotel and everything. So we get there, and all we did was the same thing we could have did at home. Just watch TV and spend the night, and that was it. And when I say that was it, right? So we get up in the morning. I'm thinking it was, that Valentine's Day. I'm thinking we were going to do something, So we go to breakfast and everything. And I said, well, what are we going to do the rest of the day? He said, I got to go to work. I'm like, what the hell you bring me out here for if you got to go to work? That was silly. But in retrospect, at that time, me not being knowing, me being me being trusting, me being all, lovey-dovey and so in love, I didn't think about it. He was cheating. He was lying, and he was cheating. He got up. He wanted me to be in that hotel room while he went out and got with somebody else, got with another woman, or his woman that he was seeing that eventually I found out about. Why do men, when they cheat, why are they so insecure about you cheating, or they don't want you to cheat, but they out there doing the same thing? Albeit I wasn't cheating, but you're gonna lock me in a hotel room or lock me in a room or whatever so you can know where I'm at while you doing what you want to do. You ain't dressed to go to work. When you dress to go to work, you do warehouse work. Why you got on a decent, nice shirt, nice pair of jeans or whatever, and you going to work? Come on now, y'all. I don't know where my head was at then, but I'm sure grateful it ain't there now. Okay? It's not there now. But I just went through this, and I just think back on how far I've come, on loving myself better, on loving me and taking care of me. And it took me a while to get to that point. It took me a while to get there and everything. So ladies, gentlemen, like I say, when I say take care of yourself, I mean be vigilant about yourself. You only have this time to really get it together, or try to get it together, but be vigilant on be vigilant about yourself. If that was me now, there's no way I would have let that happen to myself. There's no way I would have been like, you get up the next morning and you got the nerve enough to say, hey, I'm going to work. And you lying right in my face. So several months later, not even 6 months, I found out that he was cheating with somebody. But you are living with me. I let this man live with me. I had to ask him for money. After a while, I had to ask him for money. I guess because he was spending it on the other woman, right? So I had to ask him for money. Who does that? Who has to ask someone that you're living with for money to pay bills? So obviously he was trying to ball out of control with her. I don't know. But you using me to get what you know, to help this chick out, to help her out, or whatever. I don't know. But you're a man. Now, if you're going to have two women, at least be able to afford two women. At least be able to afford them. Pay your bills at home. Pay your bills at the house. Take care of your home. And if you got enough money left over to have a side chick, go for it. But don't deplete your woman. Don't deplete your so-called one that you love, that you with. Don't dog her out like that. Don't deplete her. Just, I'm being honest. If you're going to have two women, take care of two women. You know what I mean? So, of course, several months later we broke up. I asked him to leave. And I asked him to leave. I threw him out. Okay, I threw him out. But so I was just reminiscing on this that Valentine's Day and how far that I've come. And I used to be so emotional. All into all into my relationship, and so I wanted to get married and everything. I was trying to do the right thing, y'all. I was trying to do the right thing, get married, be a wife, and this, that, and the other. But God, I'm so glad God blocked that mess. But could you imagine? Could you imagine if I would have, just kept going with this, And you mentally, that's mental abuse. You stick a person in a woman in a hotel room, and you go out and you cheat. You go out and cheat on her. That's abuse. That's a mental abuse thing. Cheating is a mental abuse thing. It's a mental abuse thing. It's abusive. So either you're gonna stick around, or you're not, especially when you just quote unquote going together. Now, if you're married, that's a different thing. That's a whole different animal, okay? But if you're just going and this person is living with you, this person is living with you and cheating on you, it ain't worth the mental. It ain't worth to me, it's not worth it. Not from my experience, not from my experience, because everybody gets cheated on eventually. I one way or the other, either emotional cheating or physical cheating, or both, So I'm not saying that women don't cheat either, but I'm just letting you all know what happened, what happened to me. And it in retrospect, that was a lot. That was a big, fat, juicy lie. So I was just sharing my experience on this Valentine's Day. Love Valentine's Day with you all. I hope everybody has a great Valentine's Day. If you can't be with the one, you be with anybody. Love on yourself. Take yourself out. Treat yourself to something nice, even if it's just wine and a movie. Just love on yourself if you don't have anybody. But if you do have someone, appreciate them today, love them today, and love them every day. But on this Valentine's Day, love on them especially. Okay, y'all, God is love. God is love. Y'all have a great day, and you take care of yourself. Thank you for watching.